Hello, you are welcome to another episode of your favorite program, Moment with an Entrepreneur. I remember this program is designed to inspire, motivate, and inform you issues that surround entrepreneurship fold. And we've taken it to be part of our mandate to make sure that you have value for your time and give you the best you can ever imagine. My name is Abu-zainab Alasele, your regular host and the presenter. Today, as we normally, do on the program, we used to have a one-on-one conversation with our entrepreneur. But before I introduce my guest today, I would like to drop a message that we normally give you, at least just to refresh your mind before we go into the program proper. And the message goes as thus: in a shallow mind, the fish of small thought cause much commotion, but in a magnanimous oceanic, the whale of inspiration caused hardly a ruffle. The ultimate liberator of the soul is a journey that takes us beyond the confines of our society or of our daily lives to a world of wonders, discovery, and transformation. As we embark on a journey, whether near or far, we are met with a sense of excitement and anticipation, the thrill of the unknown, the promise of new experiences, and the joy of discoveries await us. As we travel, we are transformed by the people we meet, the culture we encounter, and the landscape we behold. Today I have with me in the studio an entrepreneur par excellence in person of Mrs. Rashida Mashood. She is the CEO of Parfait Stop and Shida Event. You are welcome to the program, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Mrs. Rashida, please can we meet you?
Yeah, of course. My name is Rashida Mashood, an entrepreneur. I have two businesses. One is Shida Events, and the second one is Parfait Stop. Shida Events focuses on event decoration like wedding, naming, corporate events, birthday, and so on. While Parfait Stop, it's a brand that deals with yogurt production and yogurt parfait. So we sell to individual and we supply some supermarket as well.
Well, that is great and fantastic. But if I may ask, what actually inspired you to, engage in all of this?
Okay, let me start with Shida Events because it happens to be the first business I venture into. Shida Events started, let me say, way back from after my service. Yeah, when I returned from service here, that was 2015, yes. And I realized, okay, and we wanted to, I'm more of repeating the story anytime I have an interview, so what you show me?
No.
But then it's a story that one has to keep telling.
Of course.
So after coming back from my service here, one of my friends wanted to get married and we needed to plan a bridal shower. So out of curiosity, like, okay, let's buy some balloons, the props for bridal shower. We realized in the entire Ilorin, like we work for hours, we could get just a few things. So after a while, then I ponder over it in the night, like this is even a problem to solve. If we can't even get some things to do decoration for our friend, then definitely if I should venture into something like this, I'll make my money. So after a while, I thought of that. Then I started selling bridal shower accessories. Then from there, when people get these accessories from, they will be like, "Madam, please, can you probably refer a decorator that can do the setup for us?" So I started doing that, being the referrer. Okay, take this number, go and meet. After then, as time goes on, I realize if I can even train for decoration, it's a plus for me. After selling bridal shower props for them, then I will do the decoration. Then I even had my first child then, yes.
Wow.
So I went for training. I did training for months. Then I ventured into event decoration proper. So that was around 2018 thereabouts. So since then, I've been an expert in event decoration.
Wow.
So, and as for the yogurts, what prompted me to start yogurts making was when I gave birth to my second child. He stopped lactating. He stopped, is it lactating? Sorry.
Yep.
No,
Okay.
I personally stopped lactating.
Okay.
Earlier than expected. So we took him to a pediatrician and we were advised to be feeding him yogurt.
Okay.
So, and we realized the cost of buying yogurts exactly was so much on us. Then I searched online, watched some YouTube videos and all of that. That was when I started my yogurt business. From then I got trained, of course.
Wow.
More, yes. So, and even at then when I make yogurt and I gift probably my husband friends or relatives, they'll be like, wow, this is so fine, this is so yummy. You know, their word of encouragement actually pushed me to train for more. And I felt, okay, if I can be making this as gift and people really, really like it and give this review, then going into it proper would definitely be a nice one. So I got trained more and I started my yogurt business.
Well, that is a beautiful one. In fact, I'm marveled hearing this.
Thank you.
But if I may ask, at a point in time whereby you decide within yourself that, okay, it's something, this thing, it's something I can do. So, but were there any time that you feel like, could this thing, work?
Yeah, so many times. So, like, are you asking about the challenges we've
not really challenges now. At times when you have something in mind that okay, I can do this, but at a point whereby you are about to start that very thing, so you may feel like, if I should start this, am I going to get through, or am I going to get it right? At times some people used to feel that kind of how should I put it? Maybe I want to do a business now. That doubting mind. Do you have any doubting mind, or you believe that if you're able to kickstart, so it goes like that?
I know. For the few businesses I've been doing, I've never doubted it. So what I do is, I make my research. Is it a problem that I'm willing to solve? Because once something is not really a problem, then it doesn't really make sense going into it. If you start a food business now, everybody eats.
Sure.
And if you sell a quality one, definitely you make your sales.
Sure.
So now, when I want to start anything in life, I put my God first. Pray
That's
over
interesting.
it. Then I do my research on it. Is it a problem that people are facing? Do you get?
Yeah.
Like even when I wanted to start my yogurt business, I realized a lot of people are going away from soda. Like they don't want to. People are more conscious about their health.
Sure.
Like they don't want to do soda again. So, and of course, yogurt is a remedy for that. Like you can easily replace yogurt for any of those unhealthy snacks. So I'm more of doing my research. Is this something people will embrace? And I'm a quality person. I don't care how much it will cost me, but I will never, compromise the quality. So I would definitely give it 10 over 10.
Wow, that is wonderful, because I believe everybody loves quality.
Yes.
And they goes for quality. But if I may ask, because the situation we find ourselves in Nigeria now, you discover that starting or doing business in Nigeria is really very, very tough, especially for businessmen in Nigeria today.
Yeah.
But despite that...
Did you say businessmen?
In fact, to Nigerians.
Okay.
Let me just put it that way. Sorry for that.
Okay.
So to Nigerians, but especially business or entrepreneurs in Nigeria, so they find it very tough.
Okay.
I think you can bear me that
very
weakness.
well.
But despite that, you've been able to still move on. So can you really tell us what it is for you to keep moving despite all these odds?
Okay, well, I would say, in every business there should be fun, no matter how little.
Yes.
But notwithstanding, there are some businesses that does not even require much fund. Let's take, for instance, when I started my event decoration, I did not have shishi.
Wow.
like I did not have. I started it out of, okay, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I mean, like in my day, Jumale, couple with getting more school phone, then I should be able to. And I'm this active person. Even before I started decoration, I was only even till now. I still bead. Like I make beads, I sell a showcase.
Wow,
You understand?
that's
But I need
great.
more of daily income, more of active ones. That's what prompted me, coupled with some reasons like that. So let me say for event decoration, I didn't put much fun like that. I would say it's whatever money customer brings. For instance, my first job then was around, I think in 2018 was around maybe 50K thereabouts. I took the money, half of it. I rented some material. I was left with some profits. I rented, I delivered. The profits, I spent the one I could spend as a, Michelle, Shisela.
Sure.
I kept the rest. Then the second one, I kept the routine like that. Then after I got a bigger job, it was that bigger job that changed my entire story. I used the entire money to get myself my materials. But since then, have been, when a job comes in, I buy materials. When a job comes in, I buy materials. So with decoration, I would say I didn't put 1 naira there. It's what the customer brings that I give it back to my business.
Wow.
Buy material, keep some. Buy material, keep some. Then over time, with the support of the husband, men will be like, is this your issue? Is this something I can really invest in?
That you have passion for.
Passion for, exactly.
Yeah.
So along the line, and my husband saw that,
It's worth
exactly
doing.
it's worth doing. Not that you are just doing business for business sake. That's when investment come. I can now say, okay, we are at least we've grown to a little bigger, not really big, because we are still hoping we can be bigger than this.
Well, that is lovely anyway. But one thing I would also like to put to you is, well, I believe for every businesses or for every entrepreneurship activities, there must be ups and downs. So can you really share with us some of the challenges that you have faced in these your maybe events or
Yoga business. Okay. There's no business without challenges. As for the events, event decoration, I would say there was a time I had events in Oyo State and we needed to travel. Our truck broke down. It took us hours. The mechanic was repairing it. And after then, we realized it was even, they cannot even fix it. So we had to take another truck from Ilorin. So then had to put our load, bring those load in the spoiled vehicle, transfer it to another. Exactly. So it was a very sad experience. I won't lie to you. Those are part of my challenge.
But were you able to meet up with that very event on that day?
Yeah, I was No, we were able to meet up a bit late, but we were able to meet up because I was communicating with the with my clients. In fact, at some point they offered if they could send a truck to come and help us, but it was a bit late because another truck had already landed, so we were about to move in. So, and for the yogurt, I would say light is a major issue. The challenges we face a lot is electricity. Like there was even a time 2 weeks there was no light at all. I was running on fuel. You can imagine running on fuel for a good 2 weeks, and this is even a business I can't stop.
Yes.
We supply to supermarkets. There are people that depend on these products either for breakfast, for lunch, or for dinner. I wouldn't want to even fail them,
Sure.
Like on wale ni kò sí parfait, on wale la kò sí yogurt.
No.
So I had to motivation into our business because if this is our tough time, really. But
just
then
have to face
exactly
it.
we overcome it, yes. But it was a tough experience.
Well, so it's normal in the business fold. I believe that. Then especially where we find ourselves in our country, so electricity has been one of the major challenges as far as entrepreneurship is concerned.
Yes.
But if I may also ask, while you just shared some of your challenges, I know you must have also have the good side of the business of the what you are doing.
So many,
can you
yes.
can you really just share with us some of those good stories?
Okay, I want you to check out. Like we have so many good experiences concerning for event decoration. Sorry, I won't business meji by we
Sure,
always
sure.
make a
No,
reference to
it's very, very
exactly.
good.
So for event decoration, when you do a setup, you set up an event, and it happens to be a breathtaking experience for the couple or for your clients. Trust me, they will be like even tearing you. But this is amazing. This is
Wow.
wow. You make our day. You made our day, and all of that. I've had experiences with clients sending me gifts after event. Even despite I got paid, they'll still be like, "No, you deserve an extra cash. You deserve an extra gift, and all of that." So we receive gifts back to back from our clients, and it's even a good one for us. Seeing your clients being happy after they've paid you, it's a good one. And for yogurts, let me say my happy moments started from seeing my yogurt product in supermarket shelves.
Wow.
Like it's beyond selling it within my space, taking it out for even people to see. I like recently I've begun to receive some calls. We are calling from so supermarket. We got a review that your product is fine.
That's
It's
good.
this, is that. Would you like to be supplying, or if I can't even go there to market them, and they are
And
the
your
one
product
calling
is
me,
even
exactly,
marketing itself.
I'm telling you, that means my product is even speaking for me.
Sure.
So for that, it has been an happy moment for me. Trust me.
Definitely. But do you know you are an inspiration to many people out there? Or has anybody ever told you that?
And a lot, I receive comment like that. Like, no, even some people that they have probably we hardly chat. That truth will always be there. Like, I don't get to tell you this often, but trust me, you are doing amazing. You are doing so well, and I wish I can even be like you.
Wow.
You get, so I know I'm inspiring so many people out there.
Sure.
Even though I've not gotten to where I'm going,
Sure.
but I know there are a lot of people looking up to me.
Wow, that is lovely anyway.
Thank you.
But at times when you produce and you supply or you even render services, so at times some people they may feel somehow in some of the products, maybe as a result of leakages or something else, that they don't feel too happy about it. So how do you receive feedback from your customers?
One thing I've learned in this life is when a good reviews come, I'm happy. When the bad one comes, I take it as part of my business, and in fact, those are the people I appreciate more, for them to have even told me the truth. Some people will not even tell you; they will rather not patronize you again. But when people come, we realize so. Is that it? I might probably, okay, on your next delivery, we promise you free delivery. On your next order, we promise you an extra cup, just to make them feel cool with you, that so fun tí ò bára jẹ́,
Yes, of course.
exactly.
We need to appreciate
I'm
him or
telling
her.
you.
Yes.
So it's normal.
Well, let me just take you up from that delivery stuff of a thing that you just said. I believe that you go outside the states, your products move outside the states, likewise your services.
Yes.
And I want to believe that when we are talking of delivery, it's one of the major thing,
exactly.
and it's cost implicative. So how were you able to manage that alone? Because if you want to charge within, so it's quite different. Then for you now to go outside the state, so I believe that you're going to incur more expenses. So how are you able to, tell your customers or your clients about that?
That's where balancing comes in. If a customer should reach out to us that we want your product in Abuja, we recently delivered to Nasarawa in Lagos. It's not as if there is no yogurt seller in there.
Sure.
They only, if any see me, that we want your yogurt, we want this parfait that people have been shouting, we want it. So in that way, we might, okay, this is delivery fee, maybe let's say 3,000 above. Okay, pay 2,000, I can add 1,000 to it. Do you get?
Yeah.
Because people that are even buying from Nasarawa, we buy more of what they will buy more of it because the the distance is far.
It's far.
Rather than
then you
buying
need to supply more.
I'm telling you.
Sure.
So Ajoman Faragbani just to keep them.
Well, in case you are just joining us, the program is Moment with an Entrepreneur, and my guest today has been no any other person but Mrs. Rashidat Mashood, and we have been having one-on-one conversation. So now we are going on break, and very soon we shall be back.
Yes. Alisoro.
Hello, you are welcome back to your favorite program, Moments with an Entrepreneur, and my guest has been Mrs. Rashidat Mashood, so whom I believe she has been doing wonderfully well, and she has been sharing with us some of her good moments in her field of entrepreneurship. But man, I have a question. In Nigeria, as an entrepreneur, funding has been one of the major challenges as far as entrepreneurship it's all about. So how are you been able to, cope with this, considering the present state of the nation's economy?
Again?
Yeah, I'm talking of funding. Because I so much believe that a lot of entrepreneurs today, they complain about funding their businesses, and a lot even fold up as a result of inability to fund their businesses. So how has it been from your side?
Let me say we've been struggling.
Let's move closer to
Okay. We've been struggling with it, I must say. But if you can see help of government, probably through low interest loan, it's a plus for our businesses.
But I want to believe that there are some, government agencies that are responsible for that. I don't know if you are aware of any, in terms that maybe they cater for entrepreneurs. Though a lot of adverts have been going on, so but I really don't know whether they are truly helping entrepreneurs. So do you know any, or you've benefited from any of those agencies?
I've never benefited from any, but I hope and I wish I can be, because in doing business without much fun, like, it's miserable. I won't lie to you. Like my products now, we need to be NAFDAC certified, and the requirement has been so how will I put it, so hard to even get like get this, get that, get low, get so, but with the help or with the support from governments, I think it will be easier, even if it's loan. But when Even when there's how would I say Yoruba?
You can say.
Okay. Tá bá gbọ́ pé wọ́n ní wọ́n ń gba tá bá gbọ́ pé wọ́n ní wọ́n fún yàn ní loan, and we tend to like apply. You won't hear anything. So it's always like that.
That's Nigerian factor.
Yes, I even have a brother working in the bank. See, so you apply to this, apply to that. You know, sometimes I even got tired. Well, I'm about business, but you know, this is my business product.
Sure.
But because I'm not yet, we've not gotten that NAFDAC, you know, restriction.
So it's slowing down.
Exactly. Restriction. But with NAFDAC, it's definitely a show that it's like an added to the part of my own.
But please, can I hold your thought there?
Okay.
Well, you are talking about NAFDAC. Something just came to mind. I knew of one of the, federal agencies who are also playing or working hands in hands with NAFDAC. That even with little, so with little as low as 5,000 naira, I knew, so you can push your product anywhere in the country. Are you really aware of that?
I've never even heard of such.
Okay,
with 5,000 naira.
Sure.
It's a good news.
Well, I know, but we are going to discuss about that.
All right, thank you.
So, and it's just quite unfortunate that most of these agencies, they are established to assist young entrepreneurs, but the kind of publicity is not as much as how it's supposed to be. That many entrepreneurs should be very much aware of this so that it will help their businesses. But anyway, that aside, my other question that I'm going to put to you is that as an entrepreneur, I know you have passed through a lot in this business, but do you organize training maybe for prospective or young ones who also have the mind of doing what you are doing?
Yes, we do training a lot. I have so many trainings with me. Even some, I have like my ex trainees. We have coppers among them. They came to learn to serve. In fact, so many people be like, I googled and I found you online, and I made my research on your pages, and I realized you are the best trainers I can even exactly.
Wow, that's
so we have a lot of trainees, lot of them. So we do training.
Okay, that is lovely. But I want to ask this, entrepreneurs, when we are talking of it, we also, very much concerned about collaborations.
Yes.
And we have so many entrepreneurs within our space here. So do you have a way that you people, collaborate or connect to share ideas and to talk about sales or some very important issues that will move your business forward? So do you have a kind of entrepreneurship forum or space where you guys meet and discuss germane issues that has to do with your businesses?
Yes, we have a lot of them in Ilorin. I won't lie to you, and I belong to so many. So many. We have tech, we have Muslimapreneur, we have Ilorin vendors, like many of them, and those groups have really been helpful. I won't like to. We discuss about we network. Even once in a year we do party, like we talk about businesses, we talk about way forward, next moving the following year, and all of that. So I have communities I belong to as regard my businesses. For the decoration, I have community I belong to. I belong to Kwara State Association of Decorators. So
and those communities, can you feel the impact within the society? Okay.
So much. In fact, being an entrepreneur alone has been really okay. Let's see. It's not even part of this, but how we relate to it. My brother got married last month. 2 months ago, and his wife his wife lost her phone. And he needed to replace her SIM, and they said she needs to bring a NIN,
yeah.
So they've tried all the possible means to even retrieve that. I only send it to one of my group. I need someone to help us retrieve, And before I know it's in my GM. You just 2K.
Wow.
Yalaya 2K. But she said no. And my brother said he has been on it. He's a corporate man anyways. He works in corporate
so which means even from that group,
yes.
So you share so many things and you get help.
Just say, please, I need pepper. Before you know it, like 10 people are already in your GM.
That's interesting.
So they are very, very helpful. Even if you have challenges, I mean, this is what so customer brought to me. How do I handle this? People will share different ideas. It once happens to me, and this is how I handle it. It once happens to my brother. This is how she, stuff like that. So they've been helpful, business-wise, moral-wise, anything.
Well, that is interesting. But then let me put this to you. In Western, or let me say developed countries,
okay.
So they so much count on entrepreneurs because they so much believe that they have a lot to, do in promoting the micro economy of, their nation.
Yes.
But in Nigeria, our higher institutions, they also have a role to play as far as giving these skills of entrepreneurship is concerned. Though while we are talking of the theoretical aspect, we also need to talk about practical aspects, because entrepreneurship it's more of practical rather than being theory. Yes. So can we say our higher institutions are also helping at least to groom people in line with the entrepreneurship, or they are really not doing as much as expected of them?
As when I was in school, there was nothing like focusing on entrepreneurship like that. It's over a decade, so many changes might have occurred. Do you get?
Sure.
But as far back as when I was in school, they would not even encourage business like that. All we saw then was if you are not working probably in all these
private
sector, exactly, or white collar job, you are not doing fine.
Sure.
Exactly. So it's like that. So, but today, I don't know. But when I was in school, we don't really have much of encouragement like that. As to you people should focus more on businesses, because we saw businesses as trash. In fact, I don't say business back then in school. I'm going for a low
and of course, they were very happy with what they were doing then.
I'm telling you, even right now, many of them that they've been consistent with their businesses. They've gone so far. We don't be like money came in and then you get.
Sure.
We have we have a few of us, let me say, that are doing well too with corporate sector. Is it private sector? Sorry.
Yeah, private sector.
With white collar job. But could that be? Could that be? Let me tell you, the money you will, like the way you will jaye when you are doing business.
Sure.
Kojoti, private, the white collar job.
Sure.
So,
well, for thousands of people out there watching you, sharing all of these very vital and important aspects of your entrepreneurial journey, and a lot of people want to start, but they don't know how to start. So some have started, but they are still afraid along the line. So what message do you have for them?
Okay, if there is one thing I would love my listener to go home with today is be consistent. Whatever you do, don't stop, don't quit. Be consistent, sorry.
Yeah.
Because one thing I've realized in my business is I have never stopped. There was even a time a friend in UK told me, because normally I send broadcast every Sunday, and I don't know, people were watching. People have been watching. And she got to me and said, a friend reached out, I love this, your friend's energy, even though I don't know her. But once I reach Nigeria like this, I must patronize her.
Wow, that's wonderful.
She keeps growing, she keeps updating her brand. Not that you would know that such person has been following my brand. Exactly. So whatever you do, be consistent, because success doesn't happen overnight.
Sure.
Rome was not built in a day. Especially our Tabo only. You have to be consistent. If you are not consistent, the business will collapse. Àbí o. Bó lè bọ̀ wọ́n fún wa ní nǹkan tá a fi rówó.
That's
Exactly.
great. That's
So consistency is the main key, let me say.
Consistent is the main key.
Yes.
So that is from the word of my guest.
And quality again.
And
if you are
quality.
consistent and what you are delivering is
not qualitative.
Exactly.
Yes.
Like the quality is not there as expected. Trust me. You don't waste time around.
All right, for people out there who may have the mind of contacting you or connecting you, so how can they get you? So in case they also want to, like, okay, I want to learn one or two things, or I have some things that I want you to do for them. So what can you tell them, or how can they connect you?
Okay, we are on social media for event decoration at Shida Events on every social media, and for the perfect stop at perfect stop, and my number is 081 66 02 8002. That's my number. And again, 081 66 02 8002.
That is very interesting. Of course, we have almost gotten to the end part of the program, but as a Nigerian, if you were given this opportunity to change just only one thing, so what would that thing be? In Nigeria? Yes.
If to change one thing,
yes,
that would definitely be electricity.
Electricity.
Exactly, electricity. To have a stable light.
All right, to have a stable light, so is the only thing that my guests would have loved to change as far as Nigeria is concerned. And that has been the word from my guest today. Remember, I said she is Mrs. Rashida Mashood, my guest today, and this is where we shall be wrapping up today's episode of The Moment with an Entrepreneur. I'm your favorite host, Abu-zainab Alasele. Till I come again your way next time, remain blessed.
35 minutes.
So why this one is sharp?